Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Well, there's a lot of people that can take blame for today's loss, but there's one person that ducks all accountability in my book, and that is CC22. Caitlin Clark. I can't blame you. I can't put the onus on you. The onus to me, majority, has to go to Stephanie White being terrible to the point where Caitlin Clark just said, F all this, I gotta go off. Desperation time, I gotta step up. And Caitlin Clark stepped up and dragged this team to overtime in a game that we probably should have put away going into the half. We came out in the first quarter going off. Came out in the first quarter, moving Caitlin Clark, back-to-back threes. Okay, we got what? A 15-point lead? Next thing you know, the Washington Mystics get a lead going into halftime. Why? Well, because Caitlin Clark hits back-to-back threes. Stephanie White hates seeing that. So what does she do? In typical Metheny fashion, she sits Caitlin Clark on the bench. You're going to sit right here next to me. Offense can't do anything. Offense can't move. Offense can't shoot. Offense can't create. Offense can't put a basket. Can't put a ball in the basket. This offense looked downright disgusting in the second and the third quarter, I would say. But Caitlin Clark, she said, damn, I gotta go off. And man, oh man, she went off. This was a vintage Caitlin Clark performance tonight. Started off rocky too, 2 for 10 from the field. And then she goes absolutely superwoman down the stretch to nearly win this game for the Indiana Fever. And why did they win this game? Stephanie White, we just talked about that. And there's one other person. She's my girl. Money Mitch. Bring that ass over here, Money Mitch. I'm not sure if I can continue to defend this. I'm not sure if I can continue to defend you dribbling the air out of the basketball. I'm not sure if I can continue to defend you seeing Caitlin Clark have a hot hand and you want to say, yeah, watch this. I'm not sure I can continue defending you refusing to do a swing pass. I'm not sure I can continue defending you just being one-dimensional. I'm not sure I can continue to do it. I've tried my best to look the other way. I've tried. But these last 2 games against the Sparks, as the Sparks are coming back, you decide to go hero ball, and fortunately the Sparks couldn't mount the comeback. Lucky for us. But tonight, Caitlin Clark's clearly the hot hand. Caitlin Clark's the one that should take the majority of the shots. Caitlin Clark's the one that should have had the ball in her hands late in the fourth quarter and overtime. Yet you decided to be the hero. I can be your hero, baby. You couldn't be our hero today. And it's just something that people say consistently. She doesn't pass. ISO. Dribble the ball. And today it just reared its ugly head. And I can't continue to defend it. You got to come up off that basketball. Especially if you see CC having a heater like what she just had. Especially if you see Caitlin Clark having a heater game like she just had. That whole entire overtime should be you do your thing. Do your thing. Even Metheny White wasn't foolish enough when it was time to put the game into overtime. Even Metheny said, hey, Austin, draw something up for Kelly. Draw something up for Caitlin. Even Metheny said, Caitlin, you're hot. We're going to actually need you here. Even Crackhead White said that. You couldn't say that? Now, it was mentioned in the chat, salute to everybody in the venue. Kelsey, are you point shaving, dude? Are you point shaving? Because some of this dribble, are you point shaving, man? This was a game that should have been a victory. This was a game that we're actually lucky that it was as close as it was. And the only reason why it was close as it was is because Caitlin Clark went off. Let's get right into it, shall we? Like the video, hype the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. The Indiana Fever lose to the Washington Mystics 104-102 in overtime. I'm just going to say this off the bat. Sonny Ciccone, you're a baller. Flat out hooper. Kiki Iriafin, tough shot after tough shot after tough shot after tough shot. You're legit. Cody McMahon, even Cody McMahon hit some nice tough shots. Once Caitlin Clark hit some back-to-back threes in that fourth quarter, it was getting in the Mystics' head. They were collapsing. But once overtime came around, They got their wits about them. Steadied the ship. Sonya Citron killed it. And they beat this team. Let's take a look at Caitlin Clark forcing overtime here. I mean, look at this pass. First things first, look at this pass by Sophie Cunningham across the whole entire court, right to Maisha Hines-Allen. A little rub screen by Lexi Hull. Dribble handoff from Aisha Hines-Allen, taking on Caitlin Clark's man. Kiki Irifin and Georgia Moore left to contest. Bang, Caitlin Clark. Knock down. We're headed to overtime. Sonya Citron almost won the game in the last shot, but fortunately for us, it didn't count. Fortunately for us, it wasn't a buzzer beater. Here we go. Caitlin Clark pulling up her fourth triple of the fourth quarter. Absolutely insanity from CC in that fourth quarter. Dime to Money Mitchell. Beautiful pass. Absolutely beautiful pass. 76-75. This is as the Washington Mystics are collapsing. The Washington Mystics are collapsing as this is taking place. Well, and then here we go. More back-to-back threes to start the fourth quarter. Bang. Big Swole put in some work today with these screens. I got to give it to you, Big Swole. Caitlin Clark getting fired up. Haven't seen her fired up in a long time like that. Since the New York Liberty game, maybe? Haven't seen her looking like that since the New York Liberty game. Aaliyah Boston, she went out with an injury. She missed the whole fourth quarter and half of the third. What was she doing while she wasn't injured in the first half of the game? Not much, if we got to be honest. Honesty is the best policy. Aaliyah Boston, 9 points, 4 rebounds in 20 minutes. Oh, but she was hurt. Okay. Sophie Cunningham, 7 points for Sophie Cunningham, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Monique Billings, 10 points, 9 rebounds for Monique Billings. Not a bad game for Monique Billings, but we got to stop acting like she can finish around the rim at an elite clip. She can't. She can't finish around the rim at an elite clip. 4 for 11, and they're all bunnies. That's bad news bears. Caitlin Clark, 10 for 28. Kelsey Mitchell, 10 for 25. They scored 56 points between the two of them, and it wasn't enough. And it's because Stephanie White can't coach. It's because Kelsey Mitchell continues to dribble the air out of the ball. And you look at this bench. I mean, this bench is just disastrous. This bench is disastrous. But today was a game of the stars versus the stars. Sonya Citron put in 30. Kiki put in 25. Shakira Austin, 19. Cody McMahon, our rookie Cody McMahon, put in 13 points. What happened to our rookie? What has Raven Johnson done? What has Raven Johnson done not to get playing time? 4 minutes for Johnson. 4 minutes for Michaela Timpson. What has she done? Lexi Hull, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. Lexi Hull, we were counting. You fell down 12 times today. You fell down 12 times today. And only a few of them are actually beneficial to our team. You got to stay on your feet. Stephanie White, you need to go. You need to get fired. You need to realize that this is Caitlin Clark's team. And Kelsey Mitchell, you need to understand this isn't your team. But the problem is, Stephanie White has told her it's her team. Amber Cox has told Stephanie White and Kelly Kroskoff that it is her team. The Three Stooges are all in lockstep that it is Kelsey Mitchell's team. That fourth quarter was Caitlin Clark going crazy. In spite of Stephanie White. Not because of Stephanie White, in spite because of Stephanie White. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.